Welcome back. I'm still here with the original Shah of Sunset, the lovely MJ. Hey, how are you?
I am so happy to be here.
I'm so happy to have you. You know, you said you'd never get married and have a baby. Here you are, married and a new mom. What is life like for you now?
So you hear all the cliches, and then it happens. And then to avoid sounding like a cliche, I just want to say that, so what Shams has taught me so far is the love that I never knew possible. And then you want to take that love and apply it to other areas and other people and other things that you do in life, everything. So I'm already very grateful to him. And, you know, my husband went through a lot through my labor and delivery. So I feel an extra layer of grateful for being able to have made it through to that. And, you know, every day the kid wakes up and he's doing something he didn't do yesterday.
Everything's he's just discovering the world, and
yeah,
it's
like
cool
I'm like,
to see that.
Yeah, and when you see him every single day, and you're like, oh my God, like he didn't recognize that, and he, you know, is today. So I know it sounds crazy, right? Because you haven't.
But I see it with Andy. I saw the shift when Andy had his son.
Thank you.
Like, it was absolutely like, wow. He's like, I didn't know that this could exist.
Right.
You know, even at 51, he was like, a whole life is now.
Yeah.
It's very sweet. You know, speaking of your pregnancy, then your delivery, I heard it was not the easiest. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what you went through?
Okay, so my pregnancy was mostly on bed rest, and that was because of a cerclage, which is like a stitch inside of you that holds the baby inside. So that was considered a rescue because there was such a high likelihood for a miscarriage. Part two was that I found out I got something called choleostasis, which can cause a sudden stillbirth. So then I was like almost at the finish line, and then they were like, nope, we're gonna have to have it early, you're gonna have to get induced. So they induced labor. The labor wasn't successful for like 2 full days, until what you're gonna see in the new episode of Shahs is like walking into the hospital, and then I have some home footage that I'm gonna post on my page on Instagram that they couldn't show because Cedars didn't give clearance. So like all of the moments leading right up to the baby being born, and then me having literally my life was saved by this amazing staff at Cedars.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I bled out. So I had placenta accreta, which means in my case, I lost 2/3 of my blood. So as I'm awake on the table, I'm awake because you're, you know, just had a C-section. And the doctor's like telling me like what's going down. And I was like, you know, you're helpless and you're just patient. And I was just like very, very calm. And then he asked, the guy was like, do you want to, the anesthesiologist was like standing right above me, do you want to go under? And I was like, I guess it's about time. We've been here for like 45 minutes after the baby's born, so it was crazy.
I mean, I want to say it's worth it because you got a beautiful baby.
You have to watch. Yeah.
Then you went through something.
You wake up intubated, you wake up in restraints, you're in ICU. They wouldn't let me even have an ice chip until the next day. And I was like, what?
Oh my God.
I'm
never going to have kids ever again.
It's the worst. It's the worst thing to say to someone who hasn't had any. Of course it is.
It's worth it. Well, it's really crazy how much life has changed, you know, for everyone on the cast. I mean, you especially, since the first season. Even Gigi's about to be a mom.
I'm so excited for her.
Have you given her any advice? Like, what have you said to her? Did your pregnancy scare her at all?
I don't think so. I think that, you know, she's got a great support system around her, and I just like send her little messages here and there, and, you know, hopefully I can be there when the baby's here.
She's going to be a good mom.
Yeah.
I already know it. Well, we have to get into the premiere of season 8 because it definitely felt like calm before the storm. Let's watch this clip from the first few seconds of the show.
You got me my first Chanel purse ever.
Me? Well, we've been friends since like 1807.
Ole.
Me and you aren't friends. We're blood. Tragic was the death of our friendship.
So what can you tell us about your current status of friendship with Reza? Are you guys talking?
So I did see the interview when the two of you sat down. So I was pleasantly surprised that he was positive. We haven't spoken at all. And that's the present status, you know?
Well, I mean, does it make you want to reach out after seeing his interview? Because he was tearing up when he was sitting here with me. I mean, he felt I felt moved by what he was saying because I know you guys are family. You
Yeah,
guys are blood.
I saw your interview with Reza.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see that now, but you've got to watch the season because, there were a lot of things that I wasn't around for when I was having a baby. So that for me was really hard because that's the time when you want your friends the most.
Well, let's play that shot of him on the show in case anyone missed it so we can know what she's talking about. Let's play it.
I always love you. I will always want the best for you. And whether or not we are in each other's lives or not, nothing will change for me. You will always be in my heart. And I pray to God that in the near future, we're all able to turn the corner and have some sort of relationship where we can be in each other's lives. It's really a shame.
He mentioned he wanted to meet baby Shams. I mean, he was crying. I see you getting maybe a little bit emotional watching that. I mean, what is your initial reaction to seeing it again? Do you feel positive at all about the relationship?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm very emotional because I care.
Of course.
I see we just said it, like these are our family.
Family, yeah.
And my mind races around to like everything and everyone affected, my mother, my husband, my baby, the time that we've lost. And I know that we're about to relive it all right now. I'm almost looking forward to watching it because I want to be able to turn the page. And until the show airs, I'm watching it along with everyone else, right?
Right.
So when I was at the hospital, then at home, then with the baby, I wasn't with the group. I'm going to be seeing things that I'm sure are going to be really, really gut-wrenching. And then hopefully there is a future. And I like to stay really positive because that to me is the energy that I'm sharing with my son.
Right.
And he deserves the best. And my husband, who's very hurt, also deserves that. And that's, what my father taught me. So I want to hold up his legacy of kindness and happiness and just, we definitely can't live in this world holding on to resentment and anything negative.
Yeah, now that you're a mom, it's this new sort of attitude that you have and you're bringing to it. If he extended an olive branch and he called you up, would you be receptive?
You can't say no to anything, right?
Right.
You have to operate out of a place of openness and yes. But I have to tell you, the only thing I think about when you ask me this question is not just myself, but also Tommy. So that's adding a whole other layer into this, this whole other thing, because it isn't just about Reza and me.
Right. It's affecting your families.
Yeah. You'll see. You have to watch the show.
I mean, I'm nervous. I gotta be honest. I've never seen the contention between you two like this before.
Of course not. Exactly. I wish that he would have considered the fact that I've always been such a good friend in before judging me for whatever he thinks. So that's, it is it's like here we are celebrating life, and then here we are celebrating the death of a friendship. It's surreal.
It is. It's very full circle. It's very up and down. I want to get back to Sunday night's premiere. Mike had a shocking revelation. Let's watch.
My life has completely changed from a year ago. Hanging out with my friends, dating, and living the single life. You're amazing.
You're amazing.
You deserve to be treated right.
I love you.
She's my soulmate.
Okay, I mean, Mike's a player, but he seems to have sort of settled down with Paulina. What do you think of their relationship? Do you believe it?
Yes.
Do you think that they can find their happily ever after?
100%.
Really?
So when I first met her, I was so stoked because I knew she had 2 kids. So I was thinking to myself, I might have already been pregnant when I met her. I don't remember exactly, but we were hanging out with Sammy and I, the OG cast member.
Of course.
And so I just remembered how impacted I was, how impressed I was by how open she is. She's very open-minded, which is great because Mike needs a certain kind of a girl that can really hold her own. She had a confidence about her that I really enjoyed watching with the 2 of them, and their dynamic is super sexy, as you see, brand new. Yeah, all
They're
that.
sexy, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Totally. And then I think that, he's blown me away with his you know, rolling up his sleeves. He like actually said to her, "You go to the gym, girl. I got this." And she comes back and he's like doing all of this, domesticating.
All of you guys are like real adults now, and it
melts my heart to see this.
It's just going to be a really up and down season.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
Exactly. So all of Mike's fans are going to see a whole new side of him, and it's so amazing.
Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear it. Well, we have to take another break, but we'll be right back with MJ.